Hi! So, I don't normally make videos. In fact, I've uploaded a few where they're just really lame attempts of me singing. But I've never really voiced my opinion through video blogging, vlogging. Anyways, but I felt I really needed to on this just because it was completely outrageous. I'm talking to you, Miss UCLA, I hate Asian people and the way they act and how rude they are in America thing. You need to first off know, America is not white man land, okay? Need I remind you the whole Columbus issue and how this land was occupied by people other than those of the white face before they got here, okay? So this land is actually a huge melting pot of a whole bunch of different cultures, personalities, colors, whatever you want to call it. Okay, American manners. Oh, please don't even go there. And just the fact that you pin this on it being a racial, quote-unquote, issue was a big mistake, because you need to remind yourself or even think that, is it only Asian people who do this talking on the phone in the library thing? No. It's an everybody issue. Teens, adults, doesn't matter what age, what color, it's just people who have a cell phone that talk in the library. Okay, the fact that you went and pinned that on Asian people and you went and did that disgusting imitation is rude. Downright rude. So those sweet little manners that your mama taught you, I don't think being rude is a trait that any mother would want their child to have. That was just downright rude, okay? Secondly, the Asian parents and families and cousins coming over to whoever's dorm or apartment or wherever you're at on the weekends, it's because the family cares. They know that being a student is hard, and they understand that studying away all week, the kids need a break. And so, from the parents' and family's mindset and perspective, the least they could do is come over and cook them a nice homely meal and give them emotional and family and mental support. That's all it is. It's not, oh, you know what, we're going to serve you the rest of our lives because you can't go out there and live life on your own. In fact, it's the complete opposite. We're quote-unquote trained or raised or brainwashed, or however you want to call it, to be able to stand up on our own 2 feet for our own selves. I mean, that's kind of why our parents came to the U.S. instead of staying in the Asian countries, because in the Asian countries, oh my god, it's like a war zone on survival, okay? I step on that person in order for me to get to the top. So when you talk about us not knowing to fend for ourselves, that's just hilarious. Like, that's almost as hilarious. Okay, you know, I'm not even going to go there. That's just really racist on my part too, so I'm not going to go there. But I just really think that you need to know when to separate that person as a person, like that person's personality, and then their race. Because pinning it down on their race is exactly what happens with the whole, you know, this is a really gruesome and kind of iffy subject to touch on, but the Columbine shootings, okay, white males. No one went and said it was because he was white. They just said he had issues. That's very true. He had major issues to go and do that. But the whole VTech thing, oh, it's because he's Korean. Oh, it's because that guy is Asian. Asians just don't know what they're doing. They're crazy. They all have psychological mental issues. No, it's just him who had issues, okay? He himself as an individual, didn't matter what race he was, just he himself as an individual had issues. Now, I wonder why people didn't go and say the Columbine shooting was because he was white. Yeah? See? Uh-huh. They both have issues. They just happen to be a different skin color, hair color, eye color. Okay, that's all it was. So, wow, I really strayed. But for you to go and say all that stuff and pin it on Asian people was a big mistake. Like, ginormous mistake, because that's not exactly the case. I'm sure if the people next door to you happened to be white people and they were from Texas, and oh, their whole family came over with their cowboy hats and their boots. Yeah, I'm going stereotypical here just because you went stereotypical. I'm giving a stereotypical example. And they came with their grills and their burgers and their pickles and their hot dogs and whatnot, all that greasy Western food. And they came and did that every weekend, and they'd be going yeehaw, whatnot. I don't think you would have had a racial issue. You just would have had an issue with the fact that they were being loud, or that they were disturbing your studies because they came over every weekend and whatnot. You would not have said it's because they're white Texas people. I hope you're seeing the point that I'm trying to make here, because it's really crucial that you do. And I hope that, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one posting video responses. I actually saw a different video response before making this one. It's what inspired me. Oh, I wish I could give props. It was like, David so cool, David so funny. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name, because I just remember seeing the video and going, oh my gosh, seriously. But I hope you, Miss UCLA girl, are able, I'm sorry, I don't know your name, I don't know if I should, but you really need to educate yourself in terms of being culturally, racially, and socially aware. You are living in the US, which I will again state, it's a huge melting pot of a whole bunch of different nationalities and cultures. And for you to just bluntly and very ignorantly, if I may, say all these rude things and say that it's because they're Asian, I don't know how you've been raised. I don't know what kind of education you've been getting. And I think if you got accepted into UCLA, you've got more brains than that. Hopefully. I mean, hopefully. Otherwise, I don't know what UCLA is doing. But you really need to go back and think about what you said and how that's going to be viewed worldwide. You do realize you put it up on YouTube. That's worldwide. And the image that's going to give to other schools in other states and in other countries. You really need to be careful. So, yeah, I mean, I think I've pretty much gone through the bone of what I wanted to say. There's so much more, but I think I'd kind of be crossing the line between opinion giving and then just bashing. So I'm going to stop here. I hope you can see what you're doing, what you did, and how what you posted was really ignorant and downright rude. In some sick way, it was a little humorous just at how ridiculous it was. But in the whole, no, not really. So, yeah. That was my opinion. Sorry if you don't like it, but I'm just stating it. Bye.